Hello to all my friends out there, and this is another flood information video. And you might be thinking, well, aren't you about done with this flood stuff? No, not until I'm sure the floods are over. So I'm praying for everybody in Oklahoma, in Kansas, in Nebraska, oh my goodness, in Tulsa with the tornadoes, Oklahoma, they're all over the place. So what we have is super dangerous weather conditions. Not good, you know. So, okay, so we have floods. We've had a lot of flooding. And if you are in a flood area, you want to consider the waterways and the dams. How full are the dams? Okay, you can go under Safari and you can Google your area. Like I Googled the entire waterways of California. And I Googled all the dams, how full are the dams in California, and I checked them out. Okay, so I'll just talk about California for a minute. Okay, California, the dams seem to be pretty much full. And the mountains, Mount Shasta, has 50 feet of snow that has not melted yet. So the dams are full. The massive amount of snow has not melted. So that's kind of like a red flag. And so last night, what did we have? We had a tornado warning in Sacramento. Okay, and they're saying one dam that could be breached would be maybe the Oroville Dam. So you want to look and you want to make sure you know what dam is near your house. And okay, so now say if something happened and the dam was breached, what would happen is all the water would rush down to the dams that are already over 100% full, and we have a drought here. So this is interesting how this happened. And the waterways would create flash floods. So you want to be aware of this stuff. So you want to know which direction that water is going to be running from the snow melting. And that goes for the Midwest too. Okay, the snow is not melted. This was interesting in videos I watched. They said Utah and Nevada is still winter-like weather. It's actually kind of cold and rainy here. We're supposed to be a desert. So you want to check out the dams near your area, and you want to check out the waterways. Which direction is the water going to run? Okay, that is easily done for yourself. You just look it up. And then which direction will the water flow? Well, you know it's going to flow from higher to lower. Generally, it flows from north to west. So you would have the water flow on the East Coast going from north down to the Gulf of Mexico. You would have the water on California, and they have been saying that Northern California was like very, very frigid, almost like Antarctica, and there's been no mention of this. I think I heard it online because I'm online a lot. So anyway, so it would go from Northern California to Baja California here, right into the Gulf. So, you know, if you're in these Gulf regions, you might want to say to yourself, where is all this water going? Okay, another thing you want to do is you want to keep your eye out, and if the surrounding areas that are higher or that the water flows from to your area are flooding, you can pretty much be sure that you're going to flood. In the Houston flood, and if you weren't back there and you've never been back there, Houston and those surrounding areas is a huge area, like 30 miles. It's not like just a little water. These are big floods, so you want to keep your eye out, figure out how to figure out those dams and waterways. Another thing that's very, very bad is you want to say, will these floods or flash floods happen at night? Okay, a few days ago, those 20 tornadoes happened at night, and some of those places were flooded too. A lot of times when you have tornadoes, they are accompanied by storms, bad storms. Now the tornado watch in around Sacramento, I think, was 5 or 6 at night. Okay, now the last thing is you want to follow the weather channels. You want to find good, reliable weather channels, not the weather on the news, because, you know, how can you trust them? You know, how can you trust them? You know, Nancy Pelosi was on her broadcast. No mention made of the 20 tornadoes. I thought it was highly suspicious and highly stupid. Okay, one of the people I follow is Mike Morales. And what he does is he accesses satellite weather, and we all can. I'm going to figure out how to do that. And at Mike Morales, YouTube, I would check that out if I was you guys. What they're saying on that channel and a lot of the channels that I follow is this weather is created by man. Not 100% sure on that one. Okay, and then the other thing is, one of the things you don't want to really do is stay in the area if there's likely to be a big flash flood, because you'll be killed, and if you wait to evacuate, you could be killed. And if you think, oh, I'm going to evacuate uphill, remember the water runs down. That's dangerous too. So what you want to do is you might go, well, I have no way to evacuate. Well, they have the big trucks, you know, with the door coming down. And you can pack your food, water, and don't forget gasoline. A weapon, cash, as best you can. Mainly just you want to be able to drive far enough so that you're not going to be killed by a flash flood if it's coming. And then you can stay in that truck if you need to. I think a big truck would be much safer anyway than but you know, probably, I mean, everybody's going to come up with that, so you want to make sure you find a way to, a cargo van would be good too. You know, you can go to U-Haul and secure stuff like that. And so you want to, what you want to do is, if you're even thinking something might happen, you want to pack up your food in boxes, and you want to pack and your camp gear. And you want to pack it by the front door so you can pull that vehicle up and load everything in within minutes and drive off. So, okay, that's my flood stuff, and I will be back with more videos today, but I'm praying for all of you. Honestly, I don't think the flood stuff is over, because if the icy regions of snow have not melted and the dams are full, and a lot of our dams are old, so you want to look at that too. How old is this dam? Can this dam or levee, you know, you want to check those out too. Also, another dangerous thing is bridges. You know, how can you get across these bridges if they're under a lot of pressure? So what's happening is these Dams, which are brimming full, are a lot of pressure. And another thing they could do is they could open the floodgates, which is going to create flash floods. So, okay, you guys, just find those weather channels and make sure they're reliable. Don't say, well, I'm just going to watch the 6 o'clock news. Really? I don't think so. Okay, you guys, God bless you all.